up, guys?
We are back. He's making so much noise. You're gonna wake the baby up.
So actually, this is the first video we're doing.
We are parents.
Now that we are parents.
I'm a mom.
Yeah.
I'm a mom. A mom to a beautiful baby boy.
Never.
Baby girl, which is Lundanele Zumitsoto. Lundanele, ne, which means Lundanele uthando lukaThixo, God's love is enough. And we would like for her God's love to be enough in all aspects in her life. And then her second name is a Swahili name, which means
Zuri.
which means beautiful.
Oh, the name is Zuri, which means beautiful.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
beautiful. As you can see, our combination makes beautiful babies. But hi guys, my name is Domi, this is Sipo, and we are the Total.
Oh, we are the Tosis, by the way. In the middle of the video, if you see the child here,
Please.
just do understand that.
Yes, please do understand.
At the stage.
There's
she's
just the three of us.
yeah, and like she's literally, how old now? 6 days?
7 days.
7 days.
Yes, 7 days.
And she's been here for 6 days.
Yes, for 6 days.
Yeah.
And
So
she hasn't
literally
died or anything. We didn't kill the baby or anything. We've survived. High five to that. High
No,
five to
definitely.
that. Yes. So this is a birth vlog, and our experience when the baby's here. Do you want to start?
I think, it started on the day that you had contractions, you know.
On the 14th, ne?
Yes, on the 14th, because the child was born on the 15th.
But what happened on the 13th?
13th and 14th. By the way, the child was supposed to come like 27th.
Yes, 25th of July.
Yeah, so we're not really expecting a child at that stage. Then your lady over here decides that, how about we just do a sex marathon? I think it will help me to just bring the child into being. Obviously, for me, I didn't want the child to be born on the 15th because I was like, I'm not ready. You know, even this 27th of July, I'm still too soon. But I can't really turn down the sex marathon from my wife. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
But it was a good idea, though.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
And then the next
And the
day,
6th marathon was nice, Shane.
it was nice, as if it knew
It was the last time.
it knew it was the last time that sex was gonna happen in this house for the next 8 weeks. You know?
And then on the 14th,
It was 13th, 14th.
yeah, yes, we were on the marathon, and then I remember I was not feeling well, and then I think it was on the 14th, and we went for a drive or to the shop, and we were dancing and we were happy.
Yeah, man.
Little did we know, tomorrow.
It is gonna be what it is.
Yes, and then at night I was going through the most. But I didn't think maybe it's contractions. I thought it was Braxton Heights and it will go away again.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I kept on saying to you that, hey, and is it going to...
Yeah, because for me, because for the last 9 months, you've been going through like, you know, what's it called?
Braxton Heights.
Braxton Heights.
Or Hicks.
Oh, yeah, you've been going through that, you know, and it always shows itself in a different way. You know, sometimes it will last for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, you know, 6 minutes, or it will just, you know. So I just felt like, listen, man, something's gonna end. But I think on that particular day, one thing that we noticed about the contractions, they were very long, and you were like just not being able. It was just killing your movement around the house.
Oh, God.
And that was just like, okay, I think this one is a bit longer. And we've never been in front of someone who has contractions.
Dude.
You know, so you.
And I kept going to the bathroom and I was like, don't know what I'm saying in English.
Oh, I'm Lisa. Running time.
I had a running tummy. Wambisa. I had a running tummy, and the only safe place I felt like I was better and the noisiest everything was when I was at the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even I would ask him to bring me juice in the toilet, everything in the toilet. And yeah, I also noticed like I might have my contractions because that yellow jelly thing came out down there. That's
great sign
that you are in labor and stuff. But when I got to the hospital, I was already 4 centimeters dilated. And yeah, we were supposed to go to hospital, like around about 10, but
Oh, took forever. Like, I think that's when we like just like knew that listen, when she was like seriously in having contractions. But leaving the house and going to hospital, it took about 3 hours. Like she literally could not get out of the bathroom. She wants to take a bath. Like it was just long. Everything was just long. And like you could just say that she was not faking it. Like it was very painful.
And I was crying.
Yeah, and I was so scared. Like to yourself, this girl is gonna get pregnant in this house. You know, like the car is ready, but getting the person in the car is just.
Yo, guys, just by walking, it
like,
was painful.
Just to get it to the door, it's like every step, oh thank God, it's another prayer.
Yeah.
Every step, thank God, it's another prayer.
And when I would walk, I'm like, I can do this. I kept on saying that, and that's just what kept me sane. That's what kept me sane. And then we got to the hospital. Now I have to walk to the door.
That was another, because now we're looking for wheelchairs from the parking lot to the
Parking lot.
To the parking hospital. But now we're struggling to get wheelchairs, and I'm thinking to myself, waiting for this great guy, but I don't know where he's gonna get the wheelchair. I'm thinking to myself, them is gonna give birth into the car. And for me, like, I've already driven crazy from where we stay to the car. Why will we allow her to just? So I thought, but the more she was sitting down, the more she was dying. Like, I was like, let's walk it. That was the longest walk. Now I understand.
The long walk to freedom.
Yeah, that's what I understand by Mandela long walk to freedom. I understand. That was what 67 minutes walk or 27 minutes walk.
Remember when I said Mandela's birthday 67 seconds?
And then we went to the wrong side. We went to the side of trauma.
Yeah.
And those, guys, let me tell you something about guys in hospital. Those guys, they work in the hospital. So when you go to the hospital, you can be panicking all your life. Trust me, they've seen worse. When you think your situation is what? They're chilled. Like they're chilled,
Chilled
They've seen people having X's on their head. They've seen people coming out of like just a car that's like, So you coming there saying, I'm pregnant. They are so chilled. They're like, no, stay calm. You're in the wrong department. This is the trauma department. You guys must go to labor. This direction. Third floor. Oh, by the way, don't take these lifts. They are not working. Take the other lifts. So chilled.
That time, you're thinking back. Undom is at the door. I walked in the door and then I sat on a chair. Down. I just couldn't.
I struggled to get her.
Now, I have to walk.
Sure.
The other side to the lift to third floor. Hi.
That was something. It was honestly something. But I have to say, the guys in labor, they're really.
They're very nice. And
I think they're really. I think that what makes a difference, for me, what I've seen in this experience of pregnancy. I think nurses and administrators who just help you to get to the next level.
I agree.
Like a lot of time, I think nurses get a lot of negative vibes because they are nurses, but they do a lot. Like they honestly do a lot. Like there's everyone in hospital. There are people who are pregnant. There are people who have heart attacks. There's everyone in hospital. So for them to remain that calm and that professional, I'm sure it takes a lot from themselves. So they're very good people, and I respect them going forward from now on.
And like guys, they were so nice. Like there were people opening the lift for me. There were people who would go help my husband go fetch my fire. Like people were so helpful, and for a public hospital.
And yet we avoid using a private hospital because of
our doctor.
Yeah, because of our doctor. So that was literally a public hospital.
Yes.
Because we're trying to save funds by not using
that money,
the medical aid money, up until the child is born. Because our doctor was like, listen, man, what's the point of you guys? There's something that is available for free.
Yes.
And public hospitals are very good when it comes to pregnancy issues because they do it almost every day.
Single day.
And they have a 91% pass rate. I know you like.
Is it pass rate or what? It feels wrong.
but it's like a 91% successful. Yeah, successful. You know, I'm doing academics now. Successful. I know you think about the 99%, but that's actually good. And if you can actually Google it, public hospitals in South Africa, they actually, when it comes to the labor department, pregnancy, they actually do well compared to private hospitals. I mean, in public hospitals, nurses are gonna do the things. Like the doctor, even if the doctor is not there, you're still gonna deliver the baby. You know, that's how good they are. So the guy was like, why don't you just, you know, use the public hospital, save your money, and then use your money after the child is born. It's a free situation, but he did warn us, it's a public hospital. It's not like you're
not
for
gonna get
holidays.
TV,
Not get TV.
Wi-Fi.
You're not gonna get flowers, strawberries. It's public hospital.
Champagne.
Yeah, you know.
You're not gonna get that.
But for a public hospital,
Yeah.
I will. If we had to be pregnant again, we go to a public hospital again.
To that one,
Yeah.
I would go because it's part of the top 10 in South Africa. So I was quite impressed, like with their services and how people were.
And obviously, I was quite impressed with the fact that we didn't pay anything. We already paid tax.
Wow. But then, as we were going, the NMMU students who were also there helped me get a bed and stuff, prepare. But I was already like bad in contractions, and they put me in that belt, guys. You know that belt. But man, I just got so
dizzy.
I was out of it. I didn't even know my number. Like I couldn't. Like my husband has never seen me like that ever before. The contractions were so bad. Everything was just so painful, and to a point that I toileted on myself, to a point that they had to rush me and take out the baby because the baby's not supposed to swallow up that thingy. So they had to induce me, and you guys, they put their fingers in there and they were like push, and I couldn't push because I was pushing with my chest. I didn't know you must push like you're at the toilet. And then I pushed and I pushed. Pushing is not the problem, but I think it was because I was so tired and I didn't eat the whole day. So I just couldn't do it. I don't know how I did it. It could only be God, because by this chance I almost went for a C-section, but everything went well. But giving birth, Baba, it's not that painful, but it's the contractions.
Yeah.
And I tore after, and I think also because of the tearing, that now the healing process, it's still a bit painful.
I think also what I also saw was that but obviously people have different experiences, you know, with this issue of pregnancy, you know. But honestly, I feel like it does get to that point of this is a matter of life and death. Like for me as a guy, I don't think I'm at a point of baby's crying. I don't think I'll ever be at a point of asking for another child. I think it will have to be Ndombi's decision to decide whether she wants a child or not, you know. Because that experience on its own, it's a matter of life and death to the woman herself, you know. It's like 3 things are likely to happen. The baby can pass away, can die, or the woman can die, or both can die, or the better one, both of them can come back alive. It's equally shared. It's 50% all of those options, you know. So I got out there as a changed person. Like I respect women to that point, to that extra point whereby give women the land, give them everything. You guys are truly proven that you're the Bokotas of this world. Like truly speaking, for me, that was just another experience. Like a part of me, I was like, I just couldn't believe it. It's not normal, that thing. It's just honestly not normal to give birth. Okay, it's normal, but it's
a lot. You can lose your life or lose the baby.
Bro, it's a matter of life and death. It's like someone literally, I was saying to Ndombi, in order for us to have her, she had to put her life on the line.
Yes.
You know, and you learn to appreciate such a stuff, you know. So if Ndombi says I'm not going through that experience again, I don't see myself forcing her again. Like I can't be like, no, we must have a child. We got married, paid Lobola, like, Ben, please. You almost saw what happened there, you know. But if she wants another child, I'll truly respect that. And thank God for that. Thank God for that experience because I get to view women differently. You know, I used to be at work and in HR meetings, and people always be like, 6 months might make sense for maternity leave. You know, women, or 8 to 9 months people shouldn't work. I think now that I went through that experience with you, I'm like, wow, the fact that even us as men, we are commenting on labor issues. The fact that even us as men, we are the ones who are making the decision at work whether you guys are gonna get 6 months or 3 months maternity leave. It just shows how privileged and stupid the system is. I think women should just decide on their own what happens to the issue of pregnancy. But it was honestly a humbling experience, and I'm thankful that you guys are still alive, man.
And we actually had a conversation that if anything could happen, would you? And the doctors say that, should we save your wife or the child? And he said, your wife.
Yeah, because I didn't even know this person. I'm gonna lose this over this. I don't know this. And this can bring this another way.
And I can bring another one. Yeah, he's like, "Look." And how has it been since the baby is here?
Wow. It's the first night. I think if you survive the first night, you can make it anywhere in the world.
You can make anything.
Dude, is the child breathing? Are we holding the child properly?
Why
is the child
changing the nap
pink?
properly? Why is the child pink? Why
you know,
is the
like
child
how do you
hiccups? Like now she has hiccups.
Exactly. Like child sleeping. Do you wanna? It's just a lot of mechanism, you know. And I think also, honestly, you know, one of the most challenging things for I think the first 3 days was that we didn't really have much support. It was just the two of us, you know. Usually when people have children, you know, there's always an older person to assist. But unfortunately, popcorn is popping. But unfortunately, you know, we honestly didn't have anyone to help us with that process, you know. So we were just winging it and just figuring out everything ourselves. I think that was humbling and challenging.
Humbling and challenging, and now we are here. I think it's getting better by the day, I'm not gonna lie, but there are times, I think the most important thing is that we are supporting one another, and if I can't do it, he does it for me, and that has been humbling actually. And I think that's where you appreciate your husband, and you're like, oh, I don't know the side of you actually and stuff, but we appreciate the baby. Yeah.
And it's not like we're saying we don't want support.
Yeah,
it's
we're not
just
saying
that, you know, like it's the setting of families.
Yes.
You know, so
And
we're forced to be on our own.
Yes.
Otherwise, I think if it was different situations, people have supported. But you know, we come from different certain backgrounds.
Yeah,
where you're forced to be on your own. You know.
Yes.
But honestly,
I'm also thankful.
Yeah, but for me, if someone is in good, if you're pregnant and you're about to have a child and you're in good standing with your parents and everything is well at home, I'll say take that support.
Yes.
You take that support. It should be the last option for you to go through this process by yourself. You know, when you come home with the child, there should be someone who's older or who knows the situation. You know, because it can honestly
be a lot.
It can work on your mind.
Yes,
you know,
it can work on your mind.
But if you don't have that support, you can still make it. I think we're proof of that.
Yes, I don't have much to say. My baby's booping. It's booping, but it's been humbling. I've been thankful, and I think support is needed, but also the healing process. I guess as women we can be hard on ourselves and we want to heal faster, so be kinder to yourself and take it a day at a time. And you just come back from labor, so chill. And
well, for you, in terms of now the process of healing her, okay, the whole experience now that she's was it all worth it? Was this the perfect wedding? Was this the perfect
gift?
The perfect gift.
Aye, that's a tricky one.
But was it worth it though, going through that experience?
I'm joking, guys. It was. Oh, wait, come on, please. It was, guys. It was.
Yeah.
Oh, she's joking. Oh, she's smiling. She's smiling. Yes, it was shame.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like when she bites my breast and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah. And the first 4 days,
Yeah.
sleep was just not there.
sleep. She would
Guys.
cry. But now, shame, she's sleeping. She sleeps like a. But guys,
Yeah, I think we said this in the last video. Now that you've given birth, how many children are following after?
yes, I want
Popcorn.
to. Yes. You,
For me, it's. Hi guys. Declared. Oh yeah, guys, declared. Oh yeah.
I told you.
I
I told you, let's wait until the baby is born and then decide. But now you see,
So when next?
I still want one more child.
Okay, maybe when like after 3 years or 5
No,
years.
after 3 years. So you will take the contraceptive. Otherwise, guys, thank you for watching.
Bye.